Hello everyone, JRR here, and Brain decided to be evil with me today, and I decided to watch a few videos on YouTube to try to, relax them, brain reset itself, whatever. Not the best of ideas. Now, when I stated earlier about narratives, how I can tolerate most narrative pushers because I see that they're blinded by their cult following or idealistic ideas and whatever. Yeah, idealistic ideas. Yeah, my brain's fully active right now. The whole thing that comes around for me is you can kind of tell how people act just by the political scene. Let me give you what I mean by this. We currently have three, quote, candidates, unquote. We have the two on the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And then we got the lone standing Republican, Donald Trump. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Well, with your track record, Double R, you're probably going to talk trash about Trump. I really don't want to. I don't want to talk trash about any of them. But here's the problem. A lot of them have done things and said things to where you really have to ask, why don't we have an independent runner? I mean, at this point, I'm ready to vote for fictional characters. I mean, I'm going to sign a petition for Cthulhu, Bender, Jean Gary Diablo. For those of you who don't know who that is, look up Beavis and Butthead and Jean Gary Diablo, and you should be fine. You know, the same cartoon that introduced a lot of people to twerking, and yeah, that thing. It's been around for a while, but not a rich white girl, so whatever. Back on point. Let's start with the whole incident against Sanders. A couple black women come up and pretty much take the mic from him. Because he didn't want to seem racist or sexist, he backed away. Yeah, that's not looking too good. I mean, anybody is going to take a shot at that freely. How are you going to stand for the country if you can't even stand for your own podium and microphone? That's a free shot. He pretty much gave everyone a free bullet with that. Now, I don't know if the two women were there to help push things because of the next part, the Hillary woman card theory. I don't even know what that... When you put your platform up as the first woman... Why? Why would you do that? I am running solely on the fact that I'm a woman. That's it? Is that really your whole campaign thing? Oh my god, come on. So I got a guy who can't defend a podium, who looks like he's going to drop dead of a heart attack, versus a woman who's more corrupt than frickin' Ebenezer Scrooge, and just so happens to have the whole I'm going to be the first woman president thing going. Yeah. So then I look over to Trump, and I'm like, okay, don't do anything dumb. Please, for the love of God, don't do anything dumb. Don't say anything stupid. You should have this in the bag. You could win this easily for the conservatives if you just shut the fuck up. Nope. And the reason why I say shut the fuck up is because how can I word this? Everyone knows about the riots and the Trump rallies and whatnot. And everyone now says, oh, it's from the Bernie Sanders people. Yeah, if you rewind that back a few months, when it first started happening, Donald Trump was one that said, I will pay your legal fees if you get into a fight in one of my rallies. Strange. Peculiar, even. And of course, that stance has been shifted because they want to push the old man Bernie is inciting rage against a billionaire and a woman who's more corrupt, who's also online saying that she's willing to pay people to pretty much troll Bernie supporters. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? You can't pay people to troll somebody and then complain, well, have someone complain for you that you're being attacked on two fronts. Oh my god, this is like the douche, the dick, and the dumbass. I don't know who's who. You know, I'm just going to vote Cthulhu. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm going to vote Cthulhu. Vote Cthulhu. Cthulhu 2016. Vote Cthulhu. We need to find the freaking books. We need to summon his ass and just wipe y'all out. Because apparently intelligence has gone bye-bye and y'all logic centers have been shot in the face. So we need to go ahead and just summon Cthulhu. Just summon freaking Cthulhu. Now, I'm not saying summon Satan because he's just as crazy as everyone else. I think it's his fault that everyone's crazy, but whatever. If you believe in that kind of stuff, go for it. Well, we need Jesus. No, y'all need more than Jesus. You need to, I don't know, use your freaking brains. But summon Cthulhu. Someone who knows how to summon Cthulhu, contact me. I am not bullshitting with this one. Okay, maybe I am, but summon Cthulhu. Somebody, somewhere, summon Cthulhu. Because what's the worst that can happen? We all go insane and kill each other? Well, so different than what's going on now, isn't it? On another note. Whew. Got that out of my system. I feel a little bit better, actually. On another note. Cthulhu 2016. Make it so. Or hell, Vygar 2016. Fuck it. Let's just go nuts. We want fictional characters and spaghetti monsters? Let's go nuts. Vygar versus Cthulhu. You know what? When I get home, I'm making that I'm making that a thing. I'm making that a thing. Vygar versus Cthulhu. Making that a thing. Okay, back on what I was going to say. Now, I know I've already done a video about personal responsibility, and I believe, if my memory serves correctly, I've covered everything. Let's see. Covered. RP stuff covered. Yep, covered that. Covered. I don't need to do instructional guides for D&D books, so that's not even on my list. Nope, that's covered. I think I've covered everything. I have officially covered everything. There is nothing that can go out to... Wait, what is this? You fucking organic. I was clear. I was clear. I was done. I was out. I was out. So let me get this straight. When I was younger, black people got upset when you called them monkeys because it referred to porch monkeys, and that's a derogatory term toward black people. I got that. I understood that. I followed along with it. I was like, okay, check off. Got it. But now there's some people from the Black Lives Matter movement, I guess, because it's only black people saying it right now, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But they started saying, right off the bat, without even thinking about what they're typing, and they put it on Twitter, they're not thinking, but they pretty much compared the gorilla to black people. Okay. There are a couple tweets about, oh, they shot the monkey because the kid was white. You know, when I did my rant about it, I pretty much put up in the description that there's a story that I got it from. It's an article. I didn't know what the color of the kid was. I didn't care what the gender of the kid was. It said boy. I said, okay, whatever. The flaw with this whole logic is the whole movement starts snowballing with, oh, the gorilla was shot to protect a white kid. And the kid that fell in happened to not be white. Oh my god. Check your facts, people. I'm a ranter. I rant. That's what I do. It's a thing. I rant. I at least swing in the general area of the articles. If there's like at least 3 or 4 articles that say generally the same thing, I kind of go with that. I don't just go, ooh, look at this article. This sucks. No, it's usually 2 to 3 articles, except military news, which it comes from the military source 9 out of 10 times. Unless it's from the satire source, and then that's a whole other kettle of fish, but I still have fun taking shots at those too. But that's another story for another day. We have black people comparing their race to gorillas. Okay. Alright. Okay. Why are you making it easy for the racists? I, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know what? Humanity, I was done with y'all a while ago. This just kind of put the extra nails in the coffin, make sure no zombies get out. Okay, you know what? You know what should have been done? I don't know. You know, I'm just where was the fucking parrot? You know what? I've already gone over this personal responsibility. So let's just end it here before my brain has a freaking implosion and makes me want to go completely nuts and hurt people for no damn reason. For this whole election thing, Cthulhu versus Vigar. That's what we're gonna go with. The flying spaghetti monster, Cthulhu, or is that the swimming spaghetti monster, Cthulhu? I'm not sure which. Versus the crazed master of evil, Vigar. What's the worst that can happen? We already got a master of evil running around, and we got a freaking Cthulhu dart, crazy orange monster running around, and we got some old dude hitting it with sticks. We got Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, and Gandalf the Girl. Okay, maybe not all three of them are Gandalf, because that's giving too much credit to at least two of them. And I'll let you decide which two it's given too much credit to. You know what scares me? You know what scares me? Strangely enough, they probably could have had Nita Sarkeesian run for office, and she would have won it. And that's scary. And I'm not saying she would have won by landslide, but she would have at least made a surprising showing. She would have put a couple people up there like, what the fuck? Who the hell's this person? She's a pop culture. Can't even say that. I can't say anymore. Okay. No, but seriously. Seriously though. She could have at least made a fair showing. I mean, we got people paying her to throw her opinions out with no actual facts, so that's that bad. She'd have less controversy than Hillary Clinton. I'm just putting that out there. And she could use the woman card thing too. She just put that out there. Hell, her channel called Feminist Frequency. She's got brand recognition. There you go. You have that. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, she wouldn't do any good because there's things called debates, and people would actually have to question her directly, and she doesn't like that sort of thing unless they're pre-done, and she doesn't want to be triggered, so that has to go out the window. Huh. Well, never mind that. Vigar versus Cthulhu. The spaghetti monster versus the little master of evil. Let's do this. At least that'd be an election worth voting for. Because right now, I just why humanity? Fucking organics. Just, well, at least now I know I have everything covered, right? Right. Narratives pushing the wrong narrative. Yep, there it is. Okay, so all right, that's everything. Cthulhu versus Vigar. Make it. Wait, no, I can't say that. That's a Patrick Stewart line. No, wait, that's a Star Trek line. Let's do this. I don't care. Fuck it. Let's do this. I'm making that poll. I'm bringing that poll up. Fuck this. I'm making that poll.